So far in this chapter, we've had a good look at the different processes that are available in the Guitar Rig Pro 5 library. And these are separate from the producer effects that are really add-ons to Guitar Rig Pro 5. And Guitar Rig Pro comes with these effects that we've been looking at in the last couple of videos. Now, I've looked at modulation effects, we've looked at amplifiers, we've looked at cabinets, and we've looked at distortions. But finally, I'd like to take a quick look at some of the other key processes that you'll probably be able to use in a production environment rather than just mixing guitar. So what I've got here is I've got the chorus vocal, and you can see that we've got the reflector and we've got the Tractors 12 delay that we applied in earlier videos. And you can hear it here. Let me just switch these other processors off. And we've got a pretty good sound, but these aren't the only available delays and reverbs in Guitar Rig. Let me just get rid of some of these extra processors that I've been playing with, and I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm going to bypass the current processors, and that's the vocal completely dry. Now if we go to categories and we make sure that everything's closed, we can see that we've got a whole reverb section, and in here we've got our tractor reverb and we've got our reflector. There's also a little reflector, which is a more CPU efficient slimmed down version, but there are also a few others. We've got Ice Verb, Octaverb, Spring Reverb, Studio Verb, and Vintage Verb. Now these are original Guitar Rig effects, and I guess they're aimed at guitarists, but they can be used any way you like. So this Ice Verb, for example, pretty special effect, probably not your run-of-the-mill reverb unit, but it's got some quite nice little features. So if we play back the vocal, switch it on, get some really metallic sort of ambiances here. But the neat little trick that this reverb unit's got up its sleeve is you can freeze the output. Things that I don't know. And then if you change the size while it's frozen, get this cool zipper effect. Somewhere you've never seen. So automate that and you could have some pretty cool results. The rest of the reverbs are a bit more run-of-the-mill. We've got a nice vintage reverb, which is modelled on several different units. On the left here, you've got plate reverb. On the right, you've got spring. And of course, these are probably from guitar amps, but they sound great and they are vintage modelled. We've then got the Studio Verb, which is a bit more of a straight-up reverb, a room reverb, and several others in here as well. Spring Reverb and Octaverb are really nice units, and again, model themselves on hardware. Now, it's not only reverbs that can be replaced with these effects. Let me just cancel this. We can also replace delays. We had a delay on the coming from the Tractors 12 delay unit here, and I wanted to show you at least one of the delays in action. There are quite a few. We've got the tape echo, twin delay, and quad delay, which is stereo delays, tractor delay, which we've already looked at, delay manual, and psychedelic delay. I'm going to drag the psychedelic delay in. This is one of my favorites, and it's a 60s style reverse delay, reverse capable delay, and there's quite a lot of parameters here. We can sync it. We can actually detune the resulting delays, which gives it an even trippier effect, and we can reverse the whole thing. So let's have a listen to this. I'll take you down to where you've never been. I'll be around somewhere you've never seen. I'll take a chance on where you want to go. And let's stop that. And you can hear that tape-like trippy effect going off there in the background. So that's a really cool one to play with. Great remix effect, great on lead guitars, synthesizers, and vocals. Definitely one to try out, and don't just stick to those Tractors 12 delays. There are also several filters and EQs that are worth a look at. Again, we've looked at the Solid EQ, there it is, but there are 4 others, all vintage models and hardware models. Some of them really controllable, like the EQ, the graphic EQ here. You know, you can drag all these different handles, and we've got several different bell filters here. And also we've got a Shelving EQ, which can work in conjunction with this, just to add high and low end, or take away high and low end. So we've got quite a lot of control there. So if you're feeling that the Solid EQ doesn't give you enough visual feedback, you can definitely try these. And filters, again, we've looked at pretty much two of the filters. A P conformant filter we've had a look at in the Tractors 12, but then we've got loads of different wah-wah effects, an entire filter bank, and a Pro filter, which I think is taken from a synthesizer, and it's a pretty cool low-pass filter. It's also fully resonant. And it's multi-mode as well, so we can have bandpass and high pass. And the cool thing about this little knob is here, you can mix between the modes, so it's not absolute. You can mix between a low pass and a bandpass, and a high pass and a bandpass. And it's also got a slope control if you want to make it more or less intense. So these are really cool effects. We've got a plethora of effects here. Literally, I'd say literally too many to choose from and too many to go through individually here. I'm going to move on from the effects now, and in the next couple of chapters, I'm going to show you some useful utilities, tips and tricks, and a couple of different devices that you might not have expected from Guitar Rig, and these are called the modifiers, and we're going to look at those next.